check the crates. If it moves in plastic, we talking about it.
You actually go outside in these things? What would you prefer? Yellow spandex?
Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Breaking toy news like a siren in the night. Posting figures fresh out the factory.
Think you're funny, don't you?
I know I am. The famous comedian Arnold Braunschweiger.
Decepticon scheming, hit a battle call. Maximus rise, pretty kinds of tech. Beast Wars energy, yeah, we bring it back.
Did you see anything? No, sir. I didn't see you playing with your dolls.
Loki's on deck, yeah, they switching the game. Dr. Wu, magic, shell presence, wild. From box to bricks, still a toy loving child. G.I. Joe locked in, Cobra strike back. Astro slinging Baroness, yeah, the plot stay stacked. Marvel legends pose like heroes in frames. Superheroes saving days, yeah, they live up the name. Imports on deck, joints straight from Japan. Every figure tell a story when it's sitting in my hand. This ain't just toys, it's a culture we see. Plastic,
well, I'll tell you, nobody handles garbage better than we do.
Every single time, this ain't just toys, it's a culture we see. Plastic,
You don't remember?
For you, the day Bison graced your village was the most important day of your life. But for me, it was Tuesday. What are you smiling about?
Dude, I almost had you.
rolling like a midnight reel. Box office numbers and what critics feel. From trailers to theories, breakdowns on screen, discussing what it means and what could have been. Men on films, vibes, talk cinema deep.
And welcome to Men on Films, the show that looks at movies from a male point of view.
Closing part, reviews with flavor, not scared of debate. If it's fire, we praise it. If not,
Hated it.
yeah, we talk movies the proper way.
I don't remember.
Dude, that's a porno.
That's such an old movie. Yeah, right.
Buzzing online, we talk and we break it every single time. This ain't just toys, it's the culture we see. From plastic to pictures, yeah, we give you the feel.
Left cheek! Left cheek! Left cheek!
We talk and we break it every single time.
Holy shit. I fucked up. Sorry, my internet was acting up and like I'm not prepared. I'm a little flustered. My cheeks might be a little bit rosy. I appreciate everybody hopping in, but see, this is what should have happened. Welcome to Well Actually, the only show on YouTube where I put four YouTubers against each other, and they have to woo me with their opinions. And the first person coming back after a week break, he is the Hendo of House, or the housing of Hendo. Welcome, House Hendo, to the stream.
Hey everybody, I am tired and my house is entirely too hot, so I'm ready to bring the fucking heat.
Oh, bring the heat, huh?
Yeah, my patience is way thin tonight. I'm tired.
Uh-oh. You hear that? You hear that, fellas, in the background? He's not gonna mess with no, don't mess with Hendo tonight. He's been
cranky,
smacking you guys around. Speaking of being smacked around, I don't even see this guy. I just see a black screen. He's the floating head of death, the king of the soft goods. Heel Gibbs. Gibbs, where you at? Wow.
What's up, everybody?
Not much. How you doing?
I'm pretty good.
Next up, the self-proclaimed people's champ. you can find him streaming almost as much as me nowadays. Sometimes he's on the Kaiju Daddy's channel. Sometimes he's on KJ Smith's channel. You know him. You love him. The self-proclaimed people's champion, Sneaky.
Yo, self-proclaimed. No, the people crowned me. But today, I won't be the people's champion today. You know, I had to switch it up a little bit. We're going to be the voice of the voiceless, CM Punk. Let's go.
Oh, look in my eyes.
Is this your pipe bomb?
Switch it up a little bit. It's clobbering time.
Well, you know what's funny is you were talking about the people's champ, and now you are the voice of the voiceless. Sometimes the bad man has to come out and play.
Yo. What's
Welcome.
good, fellas?
Classic.
The real champ is here.
Damn, you got the title and everything.
Yeah, you need Dixie Carter hanging off your leg. For it to be official.
Look, you made
Don't hate
Sneaky
the
leave.
Don't hate the
What'd you
champ.
do to him, Plastic Boy?
Hey, the champ has to show his champ. Gotta show the belt.
I thought that was
For all the
illegal.
plastomaniacs out
I
there.
thought you all required to be Bret Hart fans by law.
Who said that?
Oh, damn. Well, I'm sorry. I'm still adding assets to the screen because I had to re-log into everything. I got my internet, like I restarted my router, and then I had to log into everything, and it was not what I was expecting. So I'm a little screwed up here. All right, so we got everything loaded up. Let's see. Let's hide that. So there's our scores. So like anybody that's not tuned in before, let's explain the rules a little bit. Welcome to Well, actually, this is these guys can get points with their opinions. So basically, everybody will get a chance to talk. We'll try not to talk over each other, but if you've been here before, you know that doesn't happen. But anyways, the opinions or the facts that these guys make, if I enjoy them or like them, they will earn points based on those opinions. If we get any talking over or just their tangents make no sense, they will get muted and lose 3 points. That's pretty much it. And then there's 3 rounds. At the end of each round, we'll put a poll up in the chat. The chat gets to vote who they want to receive the 5 bonus points, i.e. the chat boost. So, sometimes the heel gets votes. Sometimes the heel doesn't get votes. He's still going to be a heel. And that's pretty much it. So let's get this shit started. We got a lot of topics. SDC is like in full effect right now. We're seeing a lot of leaks. There is a little bit of some SDC stuff on here, but next week will definitely be the SDCC overload. So stay tuned. But like we always start off with is the headlines. And our first headline of the evening, there was a little trailer that was dropped the other day. Oh look, I already got hands up already. I saw Gibbs first. Gibbs, what do you got? Start us off.
Are we not tired of this bullshit yet? I mean, it's crazy to me. I'm glad I watched a few other people that I don't normally watch, and I'm glad that at least most of them had some of the opinion. This is a sloppy mess. This looks like it's written sloppy. They're going to waste time on this because he's not the villain. If he was the villain, it would show him just destroying all these low-tier assholes. It doesn't even show a threat. It shows him blocking Stormbreaker. Oh, whoopity fucking do. We got to pay Robert Downey Jr. $100 million to do these shitty green screen movies that none of us even care about. They got these old people. They got what's the old British guy's name? They got him fucking reading his lines off the bottom of a pudding cup. He's so fucking old. So I don't understand these. Some of the actors that we love, they're still alive. Let's use them. Some of the characters we love. I don't see any threat in this. Again, this is just, I can picture 100 million ways that we could have used that money for other things. And I have more to say, but I'll let them go on. I don't want to ramble.
Yeah.
Who wants to go next? Hendo, you got the floor.
Yeah. Look.
Then Sneaky.
I'll preface this with this because I'm not exactly the most enthused about this. This will probably be the best thing they've done in the last 3 theatrical releases. Let's be honest. But it is. They're just using callbacks. Like half the stuff in the trailers is callbacks to Infinity War and Endgame. Like they're usually doing like the same points. Like the whole Stormbreaker and Doctor Doom thing, that is a direct copy of Endgame when he fought Thanos. Yep. Stormbreaker. And then, the whole Cap at the end thrown in, that's an Endgame callback. Like they're trying to get everybody who they lost with Phase 3 back in with this movie. Like they're trying to hit all those story beats, but they're filling it with Phase 4 bullshit. So that's why I think it's gonna flop.
Sneaky.
I don't think this movie's gonna flop. There's a lot of people hyped for it. I'm a little torn on it. I've been torn on it since this was announced to be Doomsday, because Doctor Doom is probably one of the greatest threats in the Marvel universe to the heroes. But because of this whole Kang fiasco, I really thought they should have just recasted Kang and just finish out his saga. You're rushing into Doom. He's not getting the buildup that Thanos got, in multiple movies in the whole, phase. But I see what they're doing. Of course, they want to end the Fox universe. They got to bring them back. They want everyone to be in one universe. So the first time we're going to get, Fantastic Four, X-Men, the Avengers, and everyone else in the same movie. But again, I felt like Robert Downey Jr., he's playing a dude that's playing a dude that's playing a dude as Dr. Doom. They should, I really don't think he should have been casted as Doom, because they're saying that he's not going to be a Tony variant. So there was way other better actors you could have casted. You had Mads Mikkelsen, who's done. Yeah, he's done Disney properties. Vigo was someone I also wanted to maybe see as Doom. So I don't get the point of casting RDJ as Doom if he's not going to be somehow tied to a Tony variant. But I will say that the trailer is looking good, but I'm still not as hyped for this movie as I am now for Brand New Day Spider-Man. I'm more hyped for that movie just because I want to see Spider-Man and Punisher go at it. But I have hold on. Yeah, I'm a little worried about the movie in a story sense, but I know this movie is gonna kill. They already sold a lot of tickets. I think it was like 16 million already. So this movie won't bomb, but it might not be as good as people want it to be.
All right, Gibbs, go.
If it showed real quick, sorry, Plastic, real quick. If it showed Doom like fucking up a Thanos and ripping a skeleton out of his body in the first trailer or anything else, I would have a totally different tone.
Mm-hmm. That's almost a little too much for a trailer. Plastic Boy Wonder, what do you think?
I didn't even show anything.
Personally, I don't want to see anything.
I think it's going to go the opposite direction. I think it's actually going to do pretty good because all this is a setup for Secret Wars. So all this build up with Hydra Cap, everything is showing you these characters right now. They're probably going to recast everybody when it comes to a new universe. They're just trying to maximize the money right now, build the story up, and then give you a nice new set of people coming in, nice new set of actors, show you something different. It's a build up. This is their last straw. So there's no way I feel they're gonna crap. You know what? Just like the Odyssey, a lot of people looked at the Odyssey, and I want to say I was one of them, but said, that movie was gonna bomb, that movie's gonna stink. That movie is gonna probably get one of the movie of the year. That was an amazing movie. So I think Avengers is on that same tip where they're gonna knock people off the water with this one.
All right, Gibbs, finish this off.
Money don't equate to being good. Money doesn't equate to being good. The Barbie movie made hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars, and that movie was a fucking dumpster fire. It was an AI slot written mess like this shit's gonna be. It doesn't know, dummy. Don't quit saying that shit. Just because something is a critical, or just because something is monetarily successful, doesn't mean it's good.
Nobody's saying it's monetary, but this is for their next chapter. So you want to throw something, big right now because you have something bigger coming along. Secret Wars, you don't want to set up your next batch of movies for a shit movie.
This
that doesn't
looks like
then you'll be
mess.
shooting yourself.
Really
you don't know that. You haven't seen it yet. None of us have seen it yet.
See, I'm not crazy, dude. I know you're defending it. It's what you're supposed to do.
Well, it is a bit of a mess because
This looks like a mess.
Somebody in chat
Yeah.
did mention earlier, like, you know, like Thanos didn't get much screen time. Here's the thing about Thanos. Thanos was trickled in across multiple screens. Like, there was build-up, there was references across several movies. So, yeah, while Thanos didn't get much of screen time, there was background build-up for Thanos for several movies before they gave him, like, full screen time. So,
and
plus,
Dr. Doom as a character is so good. He was good in the shitty Fantastic
Doom
Four
is just
movies.
out of left field. As far
Exactly.
As, if you watch the cinematic
Good
universe,
point, Gibbs. That's true.
There's
That's what I'm saying.
indication there's a Doom until now.
Yeah, and plus we got the buildup with the Infinity Stones throughout different movies, which led up to the Infinity War and Endgame.
Yeah.
So we know, even though Thanos might not have got like a lot of story,
TVA crushed all the stones, and they just have a whole drawer full of stones in it. They wrote this TVA bullshit in so they could have a backdoor to whatever dumb mistake writings that they do.
But remember, this is a lead up to the next series, the next overhaul. This is the
it's going to be a sloppy green screen written mess.
They're not going to show up. They're not going to show you all the cards right now. They're showing you what the next build up, because they know it didn't end the way they wanted it. So now they're showing you this to lead up to the next better part.
Yeah, I don't doubt this movie's going to be good. I just personally I feel like it might not hit my expectations, but I don't doubt this movie's going to do well.
I think a lot of your guys' points are valid. The only thing I want to say about it before we move on to the next subject is I got a little feel seeing James Marsden in that 90s costume.
Okay. Is my volume better now, chat?
Oh man, but I want to see Wolverine. I want to see all these, like, give us the goods, man. Give us a reason to want to give a shit about. Like, these guys might die to Doom. Like, wouldn't it be nice to see Wolverine get killed by Doom? That would be a cool way to actually end his, a guy's career that's played him. A lot of these characters, because they're getting old, guys. Some of these guys are old. Like that James Marsden guy, he's like almost 60 now, right?
That's why they're setting up for the new universe. They're letting this one go, and Secret Wars.
You can't take those peptide stacks for that long, man. You can't take all the fucking juice for that long.
Even got small.
Fuck! Look at him. He looks like my uncle now.
Yep. All right, let's move on to the next subject. Next is the Bethesda kind of weird thing, that restructuring that was going on over there. House Hendo, it seemed like you were prepping for this yesterday on Suda Stream. You want to lead the way on what's going on here with Bethesda?
Yeah, so Bethesda didn't technically lose Fallout because them and Obsidian are both owned by Xbox. It was moved from one subsidiary to another technically. But essentially, Bethesda is on the hook because they haven't done shit as far as video games for years with the Fallout franchise. Like, they didn't have anything to do with the Amazon show except for, like, approving shit. So, like, for years, this franchise has been sitting on just money not being made. Xbox took notice of that with their new CEO, and they moved it back over to Obsidian, since Obsidian already had a plan that was canceled, apparently, by Bethesda in the background. Apparently, there was supposed to be a follow-up to the Fallout New Vegas. So, but, this also comes with a double-edged sword because Obsidian hasn't been doing too great the last couple of releases on their own side. So, like, to me, I'm like cautiously optimistic because they brought back everybody but Chris Avalon, essentially, for getting their Fallout title back. Like, Tim Kane's involved. You got people from Fallout 1 to New Vegas involved. So there's people that should know what the hell they're doing back involved in this. And I'm pretty sure most of the people that were causing issues with Obsidian's recent releases actually got fired in that last round.
Gibbs and Sneaky.
One of the Bethesda is such a beloved company. I always talk shit about people buying the same Spider-Mans over and over again. I've bought Skyrim like 6 times now. I'm a fucking rube. So, and even Fallout. I bought Fallout like 4 or 5 different times. I'm a fucking sucker. Every time it comes out, I get a new system. That shit gets downloaded on it. So they're a beloved company, and this is what happens when you let corporate overlords. Yeah, when you let corporate overlords get in your panties and they start messing around. They tell you how good it is, and look how feel good. Look, I'll give you all this money, and then they force produce some shit. They put all these guidelines on you, and they make Starfield. and it's a fucking bloody mess, and it's finally good now. But we all know Bethesda has a track record of making shitty games better and better and better as the time goes. Or excuse me, the fans make it better. The fans make it better as it goes.
Oh, yeah.
We're beta.
That was until creation.
Bethesda will charge you for those. We'll charge you for those things. But yeah, exactly. We're always fucking beta testers. But another thing, real quick, the only thing is that, again, this is what happens when you let big corporations come in and start trying to dictate. They didn't move their IP to Obsidian. They took it because they're the ones that have the money. They were like, look, this is basically our shit now. You need to be focused on the new Elder Scrolls game, and you guys need to be focusing on that and getting that shit as polished as you can so we can make fucking money off of it. All these other games and remakes, we're going to take these off your hands whether you want it or not, and we're going to give it to other competent developers to let them do it.
Sneaky, what do you got?
Oh well, man, Phil Spencer made a mess of Microsoft's gaming division. I mean, all these acquisitions, what happened? Nothing for the most part. Game Pass sounds good on paper, and hey, I can't complain because I'm getting the game to play for free for the time. But we've seen what those have done to the numbers of the games. Obsidian, Hendo said that they kind of had some missteps lately. Avowed wasn't really taken well, but Obsidian has arguably made a better modern day Fallout than Bethesda has with New Vegas. So I'm liking where they're doing with this and having Obsidian involved, because a lot of those guys are original Black Isle devs from, Fallout 1 and 2. And Bethesda needs to do, like Gib said, Elder Scrolls. That game was announced almost, 9 years ago, and we haven't seen anything since. So, those two franchises are really beloved, both Fallout and Elder Scrolls, and they've just been sitting with it. So, I'm happy that Obsidian is now involved. Asha's making some moves. It sucks that there's been layoffs, but that's what happens when Phil got hungry with, buying all of these companies up.
I hear she's.
Didn't they fire someone? Yeah, didn't they fire someone that had worked at Bethesda since Morrowind? What a fucking career to end on. You know what I mean? It makes me happy that I've been enjoying those games since that long, and that guy worked on something that I thought was amazing, and I've played a lot of the things that he's been involved with, and sometimes we miss that,
Plastic Boy Wonder, finish us off on this subject, and we'll move on.
All right. As a longtime gamer and to play a lot of the Fallout series, the good thing is I think the real push was when you see the show did really well. A lot of people love watching that show. So now they're taking the game and saying, listen, if we pull this back, bring it to Obsidian boys, let them pull out a solid game. Now we got the gaming and TV show combined together. They're going to kill it. That's why they're giving it back to the Obsidian boys. A lot of, like Sneaky was saying, is a lot of the old cast boys. A lot of those guys went over there. So they're going to come back, make a solid game, and they got the TV show too. That's going to be a lot of marketing going into that, and there's going to be a lot of toys, figures, clothes. They're banking on this one. So they really need to come hard, and I'm almost guaranteed they're going to make a solid game because Obsidian's a pretty good company. They've made a solid game before, so they know what they're doing.
Well,
did you guys play Avowed? Did any of y'all play Avowed or any of the their spaceship games? I played through all of them. They're not great. They're okay. They're not great. That's the problem.
But they
none of them
free Game Pass,
spectacular.
free download,
and that's what we want. Yeah, exactly. Free on Game Pass. None of them are spectacular.
Good luck. That might not be sticking around much further, anyways. Either. Yeah. Next up, kind of on the gaming side of things. There was this little story. I'm surprised it wasn't talked about much, because I guess $56 million is chump change when it comes to $1 billion corporation. But
I was trying to say something on the
Hasbro lost some money on some of their gaming side of things. They've had to shelve projects. Some of them are in limbo. Gibbs, I know you don't like our overlord, our corporate overlords, but I'm going to let Sneaky start this one out. Sneaky, what are your thoughts on these shenanigans?
What was it? Just about a year or two ago, we started hearing about all this news about Hasbro trying to shift from. There was rumors of them. They were going to stop making action figures, just shift over to video games and gaming. Man, what a nightmare! I mean, Hasbro, you're still a toy company. We know that you own, Wizards of the Coast. You know, I would say make that more of like your side project. You know, stick to the figures. We want better figures from you. So all this stuff that you're doing and, you know, trying to branch out, you know, it's just not good. Obviously, the numbers speak. 56 million lost. And I know Gibbs, we were talking about, you know, Larian didn't like what they were doing with Dungeons and Dragons. So they freaking walked away from doing a Baldur's Gate 4, which, what the hell? I mean, Hasbro, what are you doing? I mean, Baldur's Gate 3 was, you know, game of the year when it came out, you know, 3 years ago. And now you're not even getting any DLC from them. You're not going to get a sequel made by Larian. I don't know. You know, this was just a whole mess to begin with. You know, Hasbro, stick to what you know. Focus more on the toys first before you start getting all crazy with the games.
No, man, look. And thank you for stealing my point. I saw that little smirk come up in your face when you started to use it, you bastard. You bastard. No, I see what you're doing. I like it. I like it. I like what you're doing. Yeah, man. No, dude. I love Larian Studios. I played all the Divinity games. They're so good, man. This studio rocks fucking shit. But you know, you got to be such a fuck up of a company. You got to be such a fuck up of a company that like when they're like, no, we don't want your money. That's how fucking bad that they didn't want to work with Hasbro, that they said, no, we don't want your money. They fired some guy that they worked really close with. From Wizards of the Coast, and Larian Studios said, fuck you. They saw the kind of shit. They saw that they don't care about their workers or people. And these fucking people from Europe, they're different, man. They don't give a shit. They don't give a shit about, if they don't want to work with you, they don't give a shit how good their property is. They will not do it. That's some scruples that I wish that a lot more game developers had, that will refuse the money and make what they want. And Divinity 3 is going to be killer. Well, and this is not about their card. Wizards of the Coast, they fuck up and make terrible games and put their stuff on there, but their card games are selling really good, and Dungeons and Dragons rules, and they sell really good as well. So this is about some digital corporate overlords fucking up. This is not about the card guys. They're still doing good. Well, they fuck up too. There's probably warehouses of Magic cards somewhere.
Well, no, they
Hendo,
fuck
what
up.
do you got?
They fuck up D&D horribly. You should check the recent books. They're terrible.
And Magic.
I don't play that shit.
But no, let's cover two things. One, 56 million isn't going to really be much to Hasbro. You know, they're going to eat this. This is why they decided to do this at this point. Probably it's because that was the easiest amount of change they can eat. Anything a digit less than this isn't really a major loss to them on a CEO level. But like, let's talk about Larian. Didn't just leave because one guy got fired. Larian left because Hasbro was demanding they fucking monetize the ever-living shit out of Baldur's Gate 3. Like, I'm talking DLC, tie-ins,
corporate fuck
all
shit.
Kinds. They wanted to pump so much money out of that one game that the devs were completely turned off. So it was more than just that one firing. Like, Hasbro was a terrible partner to develop a game for, because they wanted to do. Okay, anybody who plays games, they wanted to basically be Total War. Anybody who plays the Total War franchise in gaming knows that you pay $60 for the game, and then they add like $500 worth of DLC over the next year or two with every title release. Like, it costs you $700 to play any Total War title in full. With all
Baldur's Gate 3 right now, you can buy Baldur's Gate 3 right now and play it with nothing on it, download it, and it is one of the best games you will ever play. You don't need shit to do it.
That's why Hasbro gave them
no modding needed. No modding needed for that one.
Yeah.
Plastic
Corporate
Boy
fuck
Wonder,
shit. That's what they do.
What are your thoughts on this this Hasbro digital shakeup?
I think Larian should have known who they were getting to bed with. Hasbro is typically a toy company.
True.
They didn't know who the hell they're getting to bed with. And that you have to know that was majority a big mistake by them. So they should have known who they're walking into bed with, because Hasbro is gonna squeeze and squeeze and squeeze. If you guys don't know, with a lot of gaming like NBA 2K and some other big games, college football, a lot of them are trying to figure a way to squeeze and constant more money transactions, little things to put in. So I'm sure Larian probably saw that and be like, oh shit, we better run away before these guys get us and hit us hard. Because Hasbro wants to squeeze every little dime. And just like they previously said, they want to get more into that digital. Magic is going to be Magic. Magic may dip a little bit, but that's just a cash cow. Those guys aren't leaving it. I'm sure they don't really like the Ninja Turtles and all the other shit they're bringing into it, but they're still pushing it. Hasbro's going to try, but Magic will continue to push and make that money. But them letting Larian leave was probably a big mistake because now they want to go digital. So I don't know what they're going to do after that.
They didn't let them leave. The Hasbro Junior Games is the only thing slated to release from like Hasbro Games this year. It's some kids game bullshit. They have nothing. Everything that they've released other than Baldur's Gate 3 has been garbage. There's some Warlock game coming out maybe sometime if they didn't already shut it down. But no, dude, Hasbro Games, they need to stop fucking with shit.
One thing,
and also like most toy companies and gaming companies, like tabletop gaming companies, are actually kind of hands off as like a culture with most game devs. So I don't really blame Larian Studios thinking Hasbro was going to be like Mattel and everybody else. Just like, don't screw up the designs, have fun, you know? And then they get into Hasbro and Hasbro's like being Hasbro. You know, it's a different culture environment.
All those
you know? It's kind of like,
D&D
with celebrities,
stuff.
you know, like they're not watching each other's shit because they're on sets and shit. You know,
Yeah,
a lot of those
everybody
game
knows what
devs,
Hasbro's
you know,
about. You should know what you're getting
they're
and who
knee
you
deep
lie
in
with.
code. There's like toy company wants us to play with their IP, you know, D&D, and then they get in the room and they're like, oh shit, and then this happens.
Well, also that money talks, man. That Hasbro money talks.
It
I
does.
want, you know.
You think you're dealing with
get you
another
in,
toy
it gets
company,
you in.
just taking a check and just making sure your designs are cool? Next thing you know, their corporate guys keep walking into your office saying, we need DLC this, we need to monetize that, we need stupid shit.
One thing I want to say before we moved on to the next topic, you know, Hasbro brings this cock in that's got a background in gaming, and he is fumbling every which fucking way, and with this. Yeah, Cox.
Well, he's from gaming. If he was good at gaming, he wouldn't have came over to Hasbro.
He might still be
stayed
in gaming.
fucking
Good
gaming.
point.
Yeah,
I'll give you a point on that one.
He would have stayed in goddamn gaming. He'd be running a AAA studio right now if he was that good at it.
Next up, speaking of Hasbro and gaming, we got some Zelda figures. Hasbro snatching up IPs that weren't supposed to be making toys, right? Plastic Boy Wonder. What are your thoughts on these Zelda figures?
Yeah, this is great.
Don't mention me. Better not say my name.
It's not Figma, right?
Hasbro's smart. Like if you have an opportunity to get Zelda, why not? You're taking Nintendo's market, all those people on Nintendo wanting those figures. That's crazy. Nintendo's huge. Now you got Zelda, and you can push out Zelda figures out. And there's so much different figures you can push out with Zelda, and you can probably collect all the Marvel Legend collectors too. So you're making, and you know what? They're probably going to add on a price point that's higher and make even more money. That's what Hasbro does.
Yep. Sneaky, what do you got?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I was kind of actually surprised when they revealed these. I mean, holy hell, Link actually has a soft goods cape coming from Hasbro. That was a little surprising. But, you know, I mean, yeah,
it's still going to be made from Lysol wipes. It's going to be made from Lysol wipes. But
that's a fact.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
But you know, it's something, I guess. But anyways, yeah, I mean, you know, I kind of like this. You know, I mean, it is Hasbro, but you know, it does give us options for other, you know, possible other Zelda games too, not just Tears of the Kingdom. But you know, I'm looking forward to Ocarina of Time, Twilight Princess. And you know, it's I do have the Figma Link, and it's great, but you know, I had to bow down on the Ganondorf and the Zelda because you know too much stuff were coming in, and you know Figma price points are high; they're very high. So this just gives people another option of a cheaper route. I think these look a lot better than the Jax figures, and they were almost at a similar price point. So it's good to see that you know, as much shit we give Hasbro, that they are getting other franchises, you know, for other options.
Gibbs, go ahead.
Why I don't like these versions of it because I'm adult. I appreciate that at least that we always give them shit that they're not bringing stuff out for kids. This is at least a property that's close enough to kids' age that they've played it and enjoyed it. And now maybe by the time that they're into action figures, they get something cool at a decent price represented on the shelf. Hasbro is making all the right decisions when it comes to these things. You guys know I fucking hate Hasbro, and you know it sticks in my craw to say that they're doing something, but I said this is what they should be doing on Talad 1980 Collects, well, actually a few weeks ago, because you guys should be listening to it. I think some of you were on the panel when they showed off the Lara Croft. I said this is what Hasbro needs to get all the game license, because all the rest of them doing it, they're not good, man. So at least that we're going to get a decently priced figure. I wish it was the original Link. I would have loved to have had that, but I'm an old head. But I appreciate them coming out with a version that I think that kids around this age will be able to enjoy and have something represented on their shelf.
Yeah.
So Hendo, I have a question. Do you
Yes.
think they did a proper decision going with the current game instead of maybe doing the Ocarina of Time
Well,
link
they
because the
did
Ocarina
more.
of Time 40th year anniversary remaster's coming out?
Well, I think they did make a great decision because Breath of the Wild was the best-selling Zelda title ever done. It's still talked about. People get accused of copying it all the time still in the genre, you know. So, and they got the designs right. Like some people complained about like the way he looks. If you go look at screenshots, Google Breath of the Wild right now, they look exactly like they do in the game. So I think Hasbro did a good job on the likeness. You know, I do feel like Hasbro and Nintendo are like a Bonnie and Clyde couple of companies. Like, very litigious, very much pulling their bullshit. So I think this is a match made in hell in the best way for them both. I think they're going to like each other a lot. I think they're going to probably have a very messy divorce in several years. But we'll see. Like, I do like some of the shit. Like, they're choosing one of the flagship titles of Zelda to start the line out. They're opening themselves out to do like, you know, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, and like Retro Card and shit like that. You know, it's an interesting avenue for them to go to, especially since like they're giving up on video games, but now they're grabbing more video game titles. So, you know, that has to be sticking in somebody's craw higher up in the chain.
Just to go off what
is it bad? Is it bad that I want to buy all this shit just to scavenge it and make a custom? Like, I want the sword, I want the shield, I want all that shit. I want to throw it on something totally different.
And I believe the price is going to be like $27.99, Billy.
Yeah. I just want to say that one thing: the Figma costs more money, so them dropping the price is good. These figures have been out, so a lot of people want Zelda figures at a cheaper price point. Just to go back on what Gibbs is saying, Gibbs, the reason why Hasbro probably hasn't jumped on a lot of other properties of gaming, because if you look at statistics and previous iteration of figures, gaming figures don't really make money. Most digital people who play a lot of video games, they do not buy collectibles. They're not into it. They're more into the digital aspect. They'll buy skins, they'll buy other stuff, but they don't buy collectibles. But Zelda has been proven where Zelda fans are a bit different. From regular gamers. Nintendo fans are a bit different. They like more handheld.
In general.
They like They're actually into collectibles because they're into the Mario. They like the plushies. They like the figures. They like stuff like that. But majority of a lot of collectors, and gamers, they're not into that stuff. They're not, and it's been proven.
Kid shit.
That's why they don't do
toys,
much.
kid shit, kid games, kid lines. Let's bring it. This is what they need to do.
Some stuff. Because but if you look at statistics, it shows that gamers do not buy collectibles. They're not into it. They'll buy statues. They're not into collectible figures. Yes.
What are you talking about?
Go look it up. You'll see.
I'm here.
I've
got
it depends on what
majority
gamers have demographics
that's why they don't do
within
it.
themselves. Like Nintendo gamers, some like
I said exception to Nintendo.
Nintendo forces figures on you.
I'm talking about all the other properties. We're not talking about Nintendo. I said Nintendo's an exception. Nintendo's the only one where their fans actually buy their product. Other game companies
they
don't. They don't make
because they have to.
We're not talking
now
about
at least there's an option.
We're talking about big numbers here.
Well, it's
they don't do it. They don't buy.
Most Asian-based companies, they actually do a lot of merchandising. They do a lot of figures. They actually condition their fan base for it.
Yeah,
like
but they don't
even
do well.
Death Stranding figures are selling because
Didn't
Kojima.
Have those figures that fit on the
everybody does not everybody go crazy
figures
over a Solid
what were
Snake
those called?
figure or like a Splinter Cell figure.
It's not as
like
big,
there
though.
are certain
We're talking
games.
about big money. We're not talking about few fans here. We're talking about big money. We're talking about producing a lot of product. It's not that huge. Go check. If you don't believe me, go look it up. You'll see.
All right, why are they making
Nintendo's exception.
Sneaky, I saw your hand up. Let's finish with your final thought on this.
All right. So the one exciting thing about Hasbro getting this license as well is we're probably going to see other side characters like, other like, just regular villains. We might be getting, the Lionels in Breath of the Wild, the Bobokins, the Octoroks, those kind of guys. Maybe even the Ganon, the Blights from the boss fights, because Hasbro will do, they'll do more rosters, they do more figures. So whereas Figma, they just focus on the main character. So I know they're only starting off with 3, but because Hasbro is doing it, we have better chances of getting all the side characters too.
And then one thing I just wanted to mention before you guys were talking about Lara Croft, I was surprised Laura Croft is a $40 price point, where these were $20 price points, other than Ganon, because Ganondorf, because he's a bit bigger.
Same.
It's the adult tax.
Yeah.
It's the
speaking
booby,
of it,
it's the booby
That
tax.
Ganondorf, well, he's kind of almost like that retro Odin size, isn't he? Like
Yeah, he's
height-wise?
pretty big. He's
big.
Yeah, that was 60 out the gate, so I was happy they didn't charge 50 for him, to be honest.
Next up, a couple weeks ago, we talked about Danny McBride, and he had a script that was written for the G.I. Joe movie, and it was brought to Paramount. Now, he has been named the director, and there's been some casting rumors. Now that Danny McBride is the writer and director, Sneaky, what do you feel this direction of the G.I. Joe movie is going?
You know, at first I was a little bit worried just because it's Danny McBride. You know, he does good stuff, but he's a comedian at heart. You know, all his HBO shows and whatnot. But then again, you know, I started thinking about it. You know, if they're impressed with this script, you know, we've had guys like, you know, Jordan Peele branch out, and now he's known as a horror director when he came from comedy. So, you know, I'm looking forward to it. You know, because especially with the rumors being that they're going to be doing like the Marvel storyline, where, you know, with Springfield and Cobra. You know, and that's a storyline I really like. You know, that's G.I. Joe to me. So I'm looking forward to it now, rather than 2 weeks ago when I was like more not really looking forward to it. So yeah, I'd say, you know, let's give Danny McBride a chance. You know, he might surprise us.
What do you think, Hendo? You about to raise your hand?
Like there's an old adage I heard years ago that it's infinitely easier for a comedian to do action than anybody from the action side to do comedy. So I have decent hopes. I've seen Danny McBride get serious. I've seen him shoot action scenes in some of his stuff. Like he does good shit. I don't know how you generated this casting rumors, because I was like, I don't recognize any of those names from the casting rumors I saw. But you know, like right now there's talk of like Chris Pratt, Walton Goggins, of course, but you know, it's Danny McBride. Anytime he gets a project, everybody's automatically attaching Walton Goggins because they're tight. Yeah. I don't know if he's going to. Like, it's all rumor and conjecture. You know, well, you know, because Goggins got the Fallout series now, and I think they're filming another season already. You know.
Classic Boy Wonder.
Yeah, it was like Chris Pratt and like Bradley Cooper, I think was like.
Yeah, that was what I heard. Yeah.
Which Bradley Cooper, when he does serious shit, he's actually really good. I forget about The Hangover when I see him do his serious roles. So.
All right, Pratt,
not as much.
Put your hand up. What do you got?
One thing I want to say about Danny McBride, the one thing I like, he's a true fan. He loves G.I. Joe. He's about Joe. He's passionate about G.I. Joe. So one thing it actually helps is, like Cavill, he's really into it. So you know when he's going to do it, he's going to put his all into it, and he's going to want to make it good. And plus, if he's done it before, he's in comedy. Now he's going to do action. Like Sneaky was saying, other people have done well. So if it's something you're passionate, you know you're going to go all out and put your heart in, and you might get some funny parts to it. That's always a benefit. So I think he's really going to do well with this.
Gibbs, what do you got? Finish us off.
I don't know, man. I can't. I'm probably the only person on earth that think this movie is going to be fucking dumb. I don't like any of this shit. I wish they would just make really good cartoons and comics and video games and action figures and just stop trying to redo and make property. It's just going to suck. It gives me a little bit less pause that he's writing and directing it. But still, man, you know, after them fucking slimy producer motherfuckers start getting their fingers in and wanting to put everything, and I'm getting Walton Goggins fatigue. I hate every time I turn on my television. This motherfucker's selling me chicken. He's fucking selling me credit cards. He's selling me insurance. I'm tired of seeing this motherfucker. I'm tired of seeing. Am I not the only one that's got Walton Goggins fatigue? What the?
No, man, I love the guy. I love that guy.
I
want Walton Goggins as Cobra Commander.
He's not going to date you.
You know, that might do an AI of him as like Destro, and I laughed.
It wouldn't be. It wouldn't be Walton
Goggins.
Hey,
this whatever generated. Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say it wouldn't be Walton Goggins' first foray into G.I. Joe. He was in the second one. He was the warden.
Oh shit! I forgot.
I didn't
about
watch
that.
it. I didn't watch either of those G.I. Joe movies.
Yeah, but him as Cobra Commander, that's who's got my vote.
Especially if he starts sounding like Billy Boy.
Right?
Cobra Commander voice. All right, let's see. Next up, there was a couple of trailers. They're just chucking these trailers out for this Wolverine game. we've seen some characters that are going to be in this one. House Hendo, I see you rubbing your hands together. You want to lead us off on this?
Yes, because this trailer was entertaining on multiple levels. All right, not only is it visually good, we got some good caveats in there. I was a little surprised to see that he's going to apparently have a mission where Sabretooth's not fucking him up and actually being on his side. So I'm actually really excited to actually try out the game, see what that mission's like. But the comment section was the best part of this whole damn trailer. I'm sorry. The fact that Wolverine spending the whole trailer protecting a physical photo was highlighted in every comment, and I was dying my ass off. Like, look how hard Wolverine's fighting for that physical media.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
You know, so I thought, like, the trailer was pretty good. I thought the character designs, from what I was able to see, because I had to freeze frame it a few times, look pretty good. Lady Deathstrike, I wouldn't say it's her best version, but it's not terrible either. Sabretooth, looking like a member of the X-Men. I don't know about that. I think he should be a little bit more feral looking. Like, give me, like, you know, trench coat, you know. Or go full on. Give me, like, furry shoulders, Sabretooth. Go back to the 90s. Like, let's have some fun with it.
Sneaky, you then Gibbs.
All right. So about Sabretooth, so the rumors are that, you know, it's, of course, there's no X-Men yet. They're Team X, which I'm just guessing is like their offshoot of Weapon X. So I can see why Sabretooth, especially in that mission when he's teaming up with Wolverine, they're, you know, just like in the comics and the cartoons, when they were a Weapon X team, they wore matching outfits. But, you know, like what Hendo said, I was dying at those comments and everything because it's a Sony game and Sony's the one that's taking away the physical media. But
I'm getting sued over it.
Yeah, and you know the other
and it's still burned, and it's still fucking burned.
A lot of the other comments I was seeing was just a lot of people are just mad about where the story direction is. You know, they were expecting this to be like an X-Men, you know, cameoed game. Well, you know what? Just think of the Spider-Man games. The Spider-Man games didn't follow the comics. They made up their own story. You know, Harry was Venom, and it was still a great game. You know, so Green Goblin or Norman wasn't Green Goblin yet. You know, it was like the earlier adventures. So, you know, I mean, I have faith in Insomniac. I think they'll pull off a good game. So it's more of just a wait and see. You know, but I'm liking what I'm seeing from the trailers.
If they did go off the comics, I would highly encourage them to only do the one shots. Because that's Wolverine's best shit, is when they only have one issue to do it in.
Good point.
And that'd make a really great set of levels.
All right, Gibbs.
Insomniac does make good games. I hate that I'm probably not going to be able to play this because I'm an Xbox consumer at this point. But I like the way that Sabretooth. I like the way Sabretooth looked in this thing. I thought he looked badass. I saw that and I was like, wait a minute, is that blue? Are they in like, what is that? So I appreciate what they do. I like Insomniac's character designs that they do. But this is just, it's like, this looks like, don't these games like have a bunch of like quick time events and button presses and shit like that?
Mm-hmm.
That's kid shit, bro.
A little bit. No, not
that's
as much.
fucking kid shit.
Placid Boy Wonder, go ahead.
Now, I was going to say one thing about Insomniac. You all know they're always going to have extra characters. They're going to have the downloadable content and give you all the different outfits of Wolverine and everybody else. Sabretooth is going to come out with his original. It's extra
Suck
money
as
for
much
them.
money as they
They're
can.
They make a great game. Look at how far Spider-Man went. So you know this is just the beginning. The mechanics look really good. So they already have that stuff down pat for how many games they have made, or are just like that in the same type of physics and world. They already have everything set. So this, to me, it's gonna be blast off. So I shouldn't worry. They're still gonna add more people. We're just not seeing everything because they're gonna use that for downloadable content and charge us that extra $20-$30.
I can help you with that, Lily. Okay. Anyways,
he's already loading up his Queen CDs.
Let's. Did you say Queen CDs?
Yep.
All right. See, our next story is. I thought this was a little strange. They got to be a multi-million-dollar company, right? Why are they doing a Kickstarter? Placid Boy Wonder, what are your thoughts on Playmates doing a Kickstarter for the Dragonzord for the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers?
This is stupid because when I saw the original figures, they came out, remade it. I saw a lot of people going into the store and buying it. I bought it. Said my son said he wanted it. So you're losing a lot of those kids who are gamers. Most kids nowadays are gamers. So when they see this, they're gonna want to copy it. Now, the fact that they can't see it, and it's hidden by the Kickstarter, you're losing all of those kids. And then they're gonna come back and complain, it didn't do well. Well, obviously stupid. It didn't do well because you didn't put it out in the stores where people can buy it. Because that's gonna lose so many sales. And you know the price point is not gonna be that bad. So this to me is a top failure.
Sneaky, go.
Yeah, man, Plastic Boy, you're hitting it right on the spot. This is supposed to be their kids line. Why are you crowdfunding a kids line toy? Like, yeah, this is insanity on all levels. I don't even know what more to say. I mean, this should have just been a regular release. I mean, Playmates in general shouldn't be crowdfunding anything, even their collector's line, in my opinion. Like this stuff, even when it comes to their collector's line, they're still kids' toys compared to other companies. So I don't know where
the door's unlocked, by the way.
I don't know what they're thinking with this. This is just a bomb at all costs. And you know, I hate to be that guy that says stuff like this, but I hope this fails. This is terrible.
Man, that sounds like something Heel Gibbs would say. Like Gibbs, what do you got?
Damn, that's rough. Are y'all gonna make me show for this shit? Golly.
Look. Wait, hold on.
Yeah, you're their only hope, Gibbs.
Okay. This is the reason why they're doing a Kickstarter is because they shopped it around to everybody and they said no. That's the only reason why they did it. They shopped it around to everybody and they said no. This is good for the people that wanted to go do the Mega Dragonzord. I know that. I looked up into it. I'm a little bit older, so I was aged out of Power Rangers, so you have to forgive me a little bit. It's kind of like underneath robot shit. You know, it's like robot shit. And then Power Rangers
is the same
right
thing you guys
it.
got with those,
you know, and then dinosaurs, you know, and then dinosaurs is right at the bottom of that, you know. But it's good for people that want to get. This is what we want. People want the full things. If there was some Transformers shit that came out that they never released that made someone else want to be able to put a bunch of shit together and have an ultimate version, we'd be all over this. But since it's Power Rangers, y'all gonna shit on it. So don't be hypocrites.
Easy to sell though.
House, you haven't went yet. Go ahead.
I'm not shitting on this because it's Power Rangers. I'm that part of that generation. Okay, I love Power Rangers. Used to watch the shit all the time after school. I'm shitting on this because there's no goddamn reason why a multi-million to $1 billion company should be on fucking Kickstarter. I don't care if they couldn't shop it around. They have the money to cut the fucking tools. No, Kickstarter is for like people starting out. Or like companies that are on the ass end. Like there are too many big companies going in the Kickstarter to fucking make an easy buck. Like McFarlane did it. You have major tabletop companies doing it. Like basically everybody except for like Games Workshop has done a Kickstarter now. Like I don't like it when they go to Kickstarter. Like this should be a pay to order thing. They should be selling this in-house. Yeah. Like maybe making it exclusive. I don't like them going on the crowdfunding sites. I honestly don't. I've never liked it. I hate it more when it's in-house, like, you know, like HasLabs. This shit, I just don't.
All right.
Like, I love this Dragonzord. It's my favorite Zord of all times growing up. Like, I can still do the tone of the goddamn sword flute, all right? It might, like, do. I remember it, all right?
All right, Sneaky, make your point, then Placid Boy Wonder follow him up, and then let's get to the next topic.
No, actually, Hendo actually said it.
I'll address it.
Hendo said what I was exactly going to say. This should have just been made to order. Why is it a Kickstarter? So that's all I was going to bring. This should have been made to order.
All right,
so that way people can still get it.
Finish this off.
So I was going to say, you're going to sit here and tell me that nobody want this? Gibbs, have you lost your freaking god motherfucking mind?
I think this is awesome.
Shit has been.
No,
they're the ones saying that they want it to fail. Yeah, they're saying that they want it to fail.
Just a major fuck up from the
company.
This is
kid shit, bro. This is kid shit, bro. I don't watch this. I got a lawn, dude.
They don't. Kid shit needs to be in the stores to sell. Because when they see this, they buy it. The last ones, kids saw it, they bought it. My son, she didn't even know about Power Rangers. Seeing it, dinosaurs, give it to me. Dragonzord, let me see that. Daddy, when can we go to the store and get this?
Robots.
When they see it in the store, they'll buy it. Doing a Kickstarter is so stupid. It's not because nobody wanted it. This is something what Playmates decided to do, not because nobody wanted it. So that's why we got to get a little correction there, because it's not that way. It doesn't make no sense.
Well, all right, let's move on. Let's move on to the next topic. But before we do that, Lillian, 2 gems, Silver Star. It's not a super chat, but guess what? We're going to do an asset for her.
I still don't know what
that's how much Talib costs.
Huh?
2 gems?
2 gems.
Anyone have some change?
You're gonna have to make Talib as the
boss. Gets you 1 hour.
Talib, are you hot riding this one?
What's that again?
Are you Hot Rod?
Yes, definitely. I want to
He's
be the horse.
Talib is the horse.
Yeah, Caleb
let's
got
see.
coin slot.
So our last subject of this of the headlines, there was another trailer dropped last week of a movie about a movie. I Am Rocky. I Play Rocky.
I Play Rocky. Yeah.
Gibbs, what are your thoughts on this guy's portrayal of Sylvester Stallone?
I didn't even see the trailer. I thought this was some AI shit that you had posted on there. I thought this was like some weird AI fever dream that you just had people copy. No, man. Rocky rules. Come on, man. Come on. How are we going to do this to Rocky? Look, come on. Look, we don't need to remake Rocky, guys. Rocky's already a good movie. It's already a good movie. We don't need him to remake it.
It's not a remake of Rocky.
So this isn't a remake of Rocky. This is basically like a biopic of Stallone trying to get the Rocky movie.
That's even worse.
So
no, it's not.
That's
even worse.
We're talking about the Bruce
Sylvester
Lee
Stallone.
movie they did years ago.
Sylvester Stallone sucks.
But anyways, all I gotta say is I was actually pretty impressed with his Rocky voice. He does a pretty good Rocky voice. So, this is gonna be interesting to see.
I actually am really looking forward to this too because I actually know the story behind Rocky. Like getting that movie made, like all the shit Stallone went through, like living in the streets with his dog and shit. I'm really interested to see that because in the 90s when they made that biopic with the guy from the live action Jungle Book for Bruce Lee, showing like all the stuff Bruce Lee actually went through behind
Dragon,
being on the Hornet and working with stunt doubles and stuff like that. I like those kind of biopics. When they show us behind the scene, like it's called I Play Rocky, but it's not going to be about Rocky. It's going to be about Stallone's actual life. I like biopics where it shows the shit that goes behind the scenes because some of the shit that happens to get these movies made is better than the actual fucking movie.
Drama produces drama, right?
The only worry I have with this movie is apparently Stallone's not involved in it in any way.
That's even worse.
That's the only worry I have.
That's even worse.
Yeah, so that might be a worrying point. That's the only worry point I have about this.
So
it's gonna suck.
Do you guys think that that it's even compelling enough for a theatrical release?
Yeah,
he's
why
not
not?
even dead.
I know the story behind the Rocky
Stallone
movie.
is not even
It is
dead. When he
Honestly,
dies,
I think the story was big enough for them to actually take a look and see, you know what, this could be actually a really good story. When they take a look and say, hey, look, there's a story to this. Why not tell it? It's Rocky fans, regardless. You're going to get all the Rocky fans to watch it. So you're already there. You're making money. So and the story is good too.
Gotta make money of all the 45+ dudes in the fucking world. We gotta make money off them.
Hey, even us in our mid to late 30s.
But
we grew up with Rambo.
For the
we
Rocky
grew up
IV
with
fans.
Stallone.
Yep.
I think this would be a better movie if it was a streaming movie, to be honest with you. I mean, there's a lot of movies that aren't doing well in theaters. I mean, we saw Mando tanked. We saw Master of the Universe, which I love, tanked. So this is a big risk. This is a big risk. Yeah. But on the other side, you had low budget movies like Obsession doing well. But personally, I think this would have been better as like an Amazon Prime movie.
I think there's enough here to show what he can do, right? There's enough meat to the bone here. To push something
you had
out.
those recent successes with like the Weird Al movie and like the Freddie Mercury movie, so they're trying to get in on that.
Yeah,
they still pulled in a lot of kids.
Remember, hey, Chicken McNuggets sell a bunch too.
It's that
that's
time.
It's still on the menu. You can get a 10-piece now, or it's just as good as you could in 1980.
And shit it later.
Chat, it's time for you to make your voices heard. If you want House Hendo to get the 5 bonus points, type 1. If you want Sneaky, type 2. If you want Gibbs, type 3. And if you want Classic Boy Wonder, type 4. Sneaky, why should the chat vote for you?
Come on, voice of the voiceless, guys. I'm here busting my ass. I'm talking with you guys in the chat. I'm involved. You know who you guys love? You know who loves you? Vote 2.
Let's see, Gibbs.
You guys know. Chat. If chat wants to see what chat wants, chat gets what chat gets. So vote for me. At least I didn't have a whole lot of robot shit this time. I was actually able to give some opinions about stuff. So if you want to see me fumble around with some robot shit in the next half, vote 3, baby. Let's go.
House.
Vote for number 1 because I am number 1. You guys know what the score is in chat. You know what we're doing here this week. We're coming in hard. You know what? I'm kind of leading the pack, so if you guys want to give it out to the other guys, I'll be merciful. Give them a pretty vote. Give 'em a
Look
pretty
at
vote.
Hendo being considerate.
Altruistic.
Let's see. Plastic Boy Wonder, what do you got?
Yo, what's up, people? You should know Plastic Boy Wonder here with the title. Come on, vote for your boy. You know you're gonna bring the heat. It's only gonna get warmer up in here, and you're gonna see some wild shit going. So why don't you want to see that? NWO for life.
I like that mustache.
Thank you, sir.
Looks good.
Thank you, sir.
The handlebars.
Well, I think we've given the chat long enough, and it's 60%. Plastic Boy Wonder, you get the chat boost, so you get the
mustache
5 bonus points. I guess they want that mustache ride.
Oh, wait, we got some votes coming in. Damn it.
Oh, why are they all late? What are you guys doing?
Well, problem is we still got a tie between Gibbs and Sneaky. So,
all right,
let's
go. Round 2.
I guess we got to do a round 2 of a poll.
Yep, Survivor Series poll.
Right.
Let's see.
Sneaky, are you gonna vote? I'll vote for you if you vote for me.
Oh shit! Woo! All right, 1 for Sneaky, 2 for Gibbs. Throw them in the chat.
Let's go.
I'm voting for you, Sneaky. Ha ha.
Let's see. Come on, guys. Don't forget this time. Don't forget this time.
I got all the toys.
So, I was gonna say, there is more collector stuff. Well, I mean, why we're letting them vote? What do you guys think of SDCC so far? Some of the reveals.
Nobody was able to get anything. You guys able to get anything?
Nope.
I only
remember
got
this
one.
fucking face. Remember this face when all you guys were talking about? Oh, we're gonna be able to get all the Jada stuff. It's gonna be sold available. And I'm like, it's not, guys.
Don't
I don't
rope
like
me
it.
in that shit,
Gone
Gibbs. I
first
didn't
3
say
minutes.
that shit.
They're doing another run for the Street Fighter stuff tomorrow.
Yeah, but that seems like I hate to go like this, but that seems like it's trying to draw scarcity is what they're doing with that shit.
I like the Factory Entertainment booth. I liked what I saw there. I've seen some photos pop up from their Battlestar Galactica stuff. They started putting out some of the stuff from the reboot as well. Like
Big
their
Bad
Mark II
Workshop
from the 2004 one looks just as good as the original 1978 one. So I'm like, They're saving the
Big
scale,
Bag Workshop. Look fire, dude.
The 2 things I wanted to pre-order, I got Psych-Out today, and I got Lara Croft. So,
hey man, I thought everything everyone showed, I thought Mezco was probably the least impressive, and the Big Bad Workshop shit was the most impressive to me. That creature of the Black Lagoon was fire.
Yeah, that is dope.
Fire, dude. I'm definitely.
I'm still mad about their Sasquatch.
Awesome. Hey, how about that Punisher? That Mezco Punisher. Freaking. What the hell did they do? What did they do to the suit,
dude?
What happened?
Well, I hate to break up the camaraderie, but I'm ending the poll.
Sneaky.
And it's 60%.
Love you, Sneaky. Sneaky's my boy. Sneaky, you did good tonight.
Heel Gibbs gets the next chat boost.
Now get off my screen.
Ahead of
but no,
Sneaky.
Gibbs, I agree.
Sneaky, any final thing before you head out, or?
I see some of you guys in the chat voted me.
The chat has power.
He was going to say something good too. He was in
He
the middle.
He set him up, man. He set him up.
Okay, script off screen.
Never gets old. So
no, that Gilman does look dope by Big Bad Workshop.
Brought to you by Bombasby.
that's right. Use my link. It's in the description. It's in the chat. You'd give me some kickback for going to Bumbusby. But anyway, so now it's that time. Buy or sell. Some of this stuff you might be able to buy at Bumbusby. So I originally did these without the actual figures, but now we got figures. Street
Look at
Fighter,
that.
Hasbro, another fucking
the
license
movie
that are
figs.
getting out of the toy production stuff, right? And
Yeah.
gaming. Oh, they fucked that up again.
The
Gibbs,
Ken
I
looks
know
like
you
Robert
are the
Pattinson.
king of the soft goods.
I know.
Is there any way you can help these figures?
Yeah, look, the only thing that I don't like about these guys are the knee joints. I think the knee joints are fucking ugly. These are some of the ugliest knee joints that I've seen on figure, but I don't really give a shit because I'll cover the shit up with beautiful fabric anyways. But I like the head sculpts. I think these look good. They're doing soft goods for Chun-Li. I appreciate what they're doing for that. They saw what Jada did and they were like, I don't like that. We're going to do something different. So they put the soft good skirt on her. That's amazing. They're making good decisions, and I think I'm going to be able to get a lot of the effects on these look fucking fantastic. So we're giving Hasbro a lot of shit, but the movie's probably going to suck. I love Street Fighter as a kid. The Street Fighter is a beloved property to me. So these are a buy because I appreciate them at least doing it, and I think Hasbro needs to do this more often. I think these will sell, and I think, I'm going to buy them for probably just the effects. And that Chun-Li is fire, dude. I don't know, man. That Chun-Li looks fantastic. So
we
it's
got
a buy.
Buy for Gibbs. Plastic Boy Wonder, what do you got?
I'm going to tell you, to be honest with you, I think there's too much going on already. Jada, Storm, these things are going to bomb like a motherfucker. Unless that movie comes out to be blasting and amazing, these don't do justice. I don't think it's that great. And I don't think they're going to actually push every damn figure out. So I look at
collect Super 7.
Pardon?
Yeah.
Buy or sell.
You collect Super 7.
I'm going to sell.
I'll buy it in the Roscon, though. I'll buy for that $10 Roscon.
I'm going to sell mainly because I have like 3 Ollies near my house, so I'm going to be expecting those there. So I'm going to sell for now, buy it low.
Yeah, Roscon.
Gibbs is right. The effects are pretty good. They are loading these out with some pretty good effects. I'm just not feeling this movie. I'm not feeling these designs, these casting choices. Like the face sculpts, yeah, they look like the actors. I'll give them that. But this Ken looks like Robert Pattinson with a mullet to me. I just can't get past that.
So movies bring kids in. Movies bring. Yep. This is what you guys shit. You fucking say this dumb shit all the time about how you love kids. How you want kids to be involved for the next generation of stuff. This is based on a new movie. These kids are going to go see this because it's probably not rated R. It's probably a PG-13 movie, and they're making a toy line from it. This is something that you guys normally talk about how you love all the time. So is it just Street Fighter?
Just sell more Jada.
Movie? What is it?
It's just I don't have a generality. I go by property to property. I'm just not really feeling this. Like we like ours. Ours was trash. Our Street Fighter was trash.
Oh, it's garbage.
It just became a meme farm because Raw Julia took it seriously and Van Damme was coked out of his mind.
I think the movie's gonna be campy as fuck and it's gonna be fun and it's gonna do what Mortal Kombat did but better.
Yeah, I think they're gonna.
I'm hoping it goes more towards that. I'm hoping it. I don't like some of the choices that they made, but
yep. Speaking of campiness, I mean Scooby-Doo, right? Where are you? Finally, Wave 3, we get Scooby-Doo. Gibbs, what are you thinking?
Well, I pre-ordered Scooby-Doo this week, so I guess it's definitely a buy for me. I don't really necessarily like the Shaggy, but I do want to get him and poach the head and some of the accessories and make a really good soft good version of him to go with my Scooby that I'm going to get in. Jada as a company is killing it. Everything they're doing, they're knocking it out of the park, and they're selling all their exclusives. So apparently people are loving all their shit. So let's go, baby. It's a buy for me.
Hendo, what do you got?
I like the Spaceman. I like how they got a glowing effect inside his helmet. I think that's a really cool feature. I haven't seen Jada really do that before. That bottom right photo showing how they actually have like a lighting effect in there. I like that. Overall, it's a sell for me, but him I might pick up because I do like the not monsters of Scooby-Doo. So I might grab a few of those.
Plastic Boy Wonder, you buy or selling these?
This 100%. This 100% buy. This is solid. The figures look good. Jada's been proving themselves with the figures that they're doing. That they come out really good. And you have to remember, look at Transformers selling Scooby-Doo stuff. They're killing it with that one Transformer. Oh, like crazy. This is an easy buy for everybody. Everybody's gonna go crazy for this shit. Everybody's gonna be buying this.
Don't you besmirch Scooby-Doo with that Transformer shit. That Transformer shit was ugly.
Hey, but people were buying it. People were looking at it.
It was hyped.
It was hyped. Super hyped. So can you imagine this stuff is going to sell like crazy? Easy.
I don't like them bringing out like main characters like second and third in the line. I still don't like that. I wish we'd have got like a. Isn't this the first Scooby-Doo, or is this a new iteration with different head sculpt?
It's the first
Scooby-Doo.
But they want you to buy the rest of the figures, so they're trying to.
No, but I told you.
Make his
I
cousin.
understand. I know that they do this for a reason. I don't like it.
Gibbs, just get back on character. Fuck this kid shit, because that's what it
fuck
is.
this kid shit. Scooby-Doo sitting there smoking, bunch of kids smoking weed in a van down by the river. Bunch of
Hanna-Barbera went out of business for a reason.
Next
I
up,
love Hanna-Barbera.
I didn't get a chance to get actual images of this stuff, but so these
You
were
don't need
renders that we saw last week.
You don't
Triple
need
T, G.I. Joe, Plastic Boy Wonder. I've seen some G.I. Joes in your background. What are your thoughts on these render reveals we got this week?
I know a lot of people are not too happy with it, but I like it. I think it looks good. Whoa, shit. That red one, I need it. I need it. I think it looks dope. If you're a G.I. Joe collector, you're going to be copying this as long as they don't go stupid and try to jack up the price where you get piss people off, because G.I. Joe collectors don't like spending a lot of money. So if they put it at a decent price and the top comes off that part. So a lot of people are complaining about that, but you could take it off. They said you could take it off. So to me, it looks solid. It looks pretty close to the other one. I go, there's some little bit changes here and there, but once again, I think it boils down to the price. They put it at a solid price. This is going to sell. I like all of them. I'm buying all of them. So, and I love G.I. Joe. So it's good. It's a buy.
Gibbs, your hand was up. You want to go next?
Man, look, I like that, man. That's that new Kubota 3292X. It's got that front loader on it, man. My next door neighbor, Jimmy Dean, he's got one, man. You should see it. It can cut the lawn like nobody's business. That looks like a fucking lawnmower. The original toy looked better. The original toy looked better, and the original toy was goofy looking as fuck. This is just, remember, guys, we're not getting cool HasLabs anymore. We're gonna get this shit from now on. So,
nickel and dime.
Oh yeah. And why the fuck are we skimping out on effects? You showed this the robot thing. Why are these effects like an inch long on this giant ass robot? Tell me that shit don't look goofy.
It's the same ones.
Tell me that shit don't look goofy. That looks goofy.
It does look goofy.
They got little flame effects. I'm gonna be afraid of the robot's flamethrower from a foot away.
It's a flame.
No, it makes no sense. And that, Sergeant Slaughter looks like he just picked that thing up from a Tractor Supply. Let's be real.
It's a new Kubota, man. Tell you,
you can take the stuff off. Remember that.
The scaling is just off. Like I literally see giant lawnmowers like that in my Tractor Supply up the street. I'm not a fan of the snake armors. For all that plastic, all that real estate, those things are crap articulating. They're very, stiff. So I'm not the biggest fan of the snake armors. That 2-pack is kind of appetizing because they added a dog. But other than that, this is a sell for me. Like, they look like the 2-pack looks better than most 2-packs that come out. At least the way they're laying out that render of everything it comes with. Because most of the 2-packs, you get, like, really screwed now.
Even though he's not getting
this is the best color. This is the best color I've seen of the robot. Yeah, this is the best looking color.
Yeah, it's the best color.
If this one was the first one off the rip, I would probably have left. If this was the first one they released off the rip color variant, I don't think that I would have the bias because I didn't like the original color as much. This actually looks menacing. That other one, it looked a little goofy.
Yeah, I collect mechs by the people around the same size for similar scales, and I think the snake armor is just lacking.
Speaking of goofy
shit they got.
Storm Arena is going into their next video game line, Darkstalkers.
You know what?
Hendo, what do you feel on this character?
You know what? Shout out to Storm Arena for at least using the college age looking design of this character Lilith. Because anybody who's played the game and knows the history of the designs of Lilith, it gets very suspect and you feel very certain types of way after playing certain games in this title.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
I guess it feels what kind of mood I'm in.
Storm Arena, thank you for using like the college sophomore version of Lilith for the line. We appreciate that. But I might grab her because I might this Darkstalkers was kind of like my thing back in the day. That was kind of like the game you had to know, at least as far as my generation went. It's probably bigger for you guys, but like I kind of like her. I'm waiting for the Morrigan because I might do them as a double.
Right. Oh yeah. Scissor means timbers. I mean shiver.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead, Gibbs.
They might be my tag team in like my fantasy wrestling league.
I like these as a design. I appreciate what they're doing. The only reservation I have, I don't I want to see how you can move the arms above the shoulders. Because if I get a figure that's designed where I can't move the arms above the shoulders to do action poses, that's a big no-no for me. So I know they're probably got some kind of, soft plastic for the little fur pieces, but until I see the thing, kind of see exactly how it moves, I'm still going to get it. And if I have to, I'll make real faux fur that I could move and do it around it. But this is good, and I'm going to buy all this shit. So this is a buy for me.
Plastic Boy Wonder, you buying and selling Lilith?
No, 100% buy. This is a popular game. It was big back in the day. It's going to be a big future, and they're going to come out with more figures to build up all your fighting games. Storm Rita's they're on a tear right now. They're going through these games like crazy. It's definitely buy.
Another quick thing. I know companies bring out the kind of tertiary characters to begin with to get us sucked into the line. Storm is more of a boutique line. Like I can't go to the store and get them anywhere. So I don't like that argument. If they would bring us 3 main characters off the first thing, that's why I would get. If they would have given us Dimitri and Lilith and Morgan, I would be super, super happy with them. I wish more company was to do stuff like that, but we take what we can get as collectors.
Speaking of collectors and on the import side of things, INART showed off this Black Wukong. What was her name? The fourth sister?
Yeah, the fourth.
Looks gorgeous. I'm
this
not
is
into
amazing.
it, but House, go for it. Start off.
This is an amazing design. Black Myth Wukong was an amazingly designed game. Like her details and everything look great. Like look at her face. Like she almost looks like she can come alive. Like this looks like one of those like high production like stop motions like you would see come from overseas or close to like a game cutscene. Like INART, the price is probably gonna kill me, but I just want to say like the sculpt looks good. It looks like they're doing a pretty good mix of soft and like molded goods because it looks like that green piece is soft goods. I don't know, or they just like molded the stitching into it. That's something I would have to see in person. But
this is a mixed medium, Kendo. Yeah. Sorry, who were you going to?
Yeah.
No, I was going to say.
Okay, so yeah.
Yeah.
So
it looks like it. Yeah, it's mixed medium. It looks like everything underneath it, the kimono sleeves and the waist piece, the overcoat waist piece are all soft goods, and then everything else is the plastic and plastic overlays. This is what I'm talking about. The little bit of soft goods that you put on action figures make them premium. This is awesome. Every step of the road, of the little soft goods, there's a human that has to make that. That's why these things are so great. And INART's killing it. I don't have any of the Wukong figures, but this is another one. You don't even have to be a fan of it. If you want a female from this specific time period, where else are you going to get a high quality one? INART. This is a buy.
Plastic Boy Wonder.
I actually have to, for once, agree with Gibbs on this one. This is definitely a buy. The soft goods going to be amazing. And one thing you have to worry about, you got to always worry about the company. But INART's doing it. You don't have to worry about this. With a figure looks damn good as this, and for the people who play this game, when they see this, they're going to want to buy. It's going to be a solid buy because you have INART behind it, and they make facial sculpts amazing. And the guy who owns INART, he's all about the looks. He doesn't care about the money. So he's going to bring a solid figure to the market. So definitely buy it.
This is going to fit in with any Chinese fantasy stuff that you get. So that's why, even as a background character, there's only a few companies that are making this style of figure, and this is going to be the only few chances you get to get it.
Yeah,
did you say background character?
Background.
Like
isn't
the
he a background
Batman? We got UPFigures or LLPZ, whatever the fuck they're called now. They're the Batman. Robert Pattinson Batman. Plastic Boy Wonder. Are you in on this?
Oh, this is 100% cop. This is 100%. I love Batman. This is a cop, and the company that make it's amazing. So they make it dope figures. It's going to be well targeted. It's going to be beautiful at the 112 scale. So you don't have to worry about paying those hot toy prices for a smaller figure. So why wouldn't you buy this? If you don't buy this, you're going to be pretty stupid because they're not going to make crazy amounts that are going to last forever. They're only going to make a decent amount of figures, and that's it. So it's a definite buy.
Hendo, what are your thoughts?
This is a sell for me. 100% a sell for me. I do not like the Robert Pattinson Batman. Like it's not the worst design. I just don't like the Batman design. I don't like this like cyberpunk techno version of the bat wings in his chest. You know, he got too much eyeshadow for me. Like he kind of feels like he's rolling with Raven in the Attitude Era. You know, I can see him next to like Stevie Richards in the background of like a crew.
All right, Gibbs, what are your thoughts? I mean, he's got a really cool cape. Anything else that you?
He's got a great cape. Man, look at the fucking face sculpts on this, man. Look, my thing is like if I'm spending close to $100, but like the INART figure is more of a better investment for my money for the kind of things that I like, the kind of style of figures that I'm into. But if you're into this, other than maybe I'm almost thinking it's like, man, I want to get this just so I can put these dope face sculpts on my on the Mezco one. You know, this is great. They've got great accessories. This company has a track record of making awesome figures. I personally wish for this price that the suit had more soft goods and had, just the really good overlays on it, because that's the kind of collector that I am. But if you like this movie, you're probably not going to get a better Robert Pattinson Batman. So this is a buy for me.
So, we've just seen three really good action figure companies and what they can do. But this is what somebody shouldn't do.
Rangers.
This is the new Playmates collectors series from the Power Rangers. Hendo, since you're the youngest of the crew, what are your thoughts on these ugly?
Yeah, I remember this iteration. This is when they lost a good chunk of their audience. If I remember, these were like Power Rangers, like Neo. There was something like Neo Rangers, I think was like what these were called.
Zeo, you're close.
Zeo. This was a weird era before they went to space, and they kind of brought it back. The Space Rangers kind of brought the Power Ranger franchise back to like form. But I'm sure there's some people that are hardcore fans of this era. I just remember me and all my friends. This is when we started leaving Saban Entertainment and going on to other shit. Like they look like they did a decent job. Like thigh swivel, the no butterfly joints though, which is terrible for a Power Rangers line. Like
Gibbs, I'm waiting for you to tear this apart.
I don't know, man. It's like, because by the time that Power Rangers was coming out as a kid, I was into fucking Sega Genesis and playing lots of video games and stuff. So I really, really wasn't into these properties. But again, it's hard because I wasn't a fan of the original one, so I could just easily shit on anything Power Rangers related anyways. This is good for the fans that like this shit and that want it. I'm glad it exists for them. Even original Power Rangers is not my shit anyway, so I can't be too mad at it. Do I wish better companies had made better quality things for the price? Of course, always. Is this it? I don't think so. But if you're a super fan of it, like Hendo was saying, I'm glad it exists. Other than that, I ain't into it.
Plastic Boy Wonder,
like 97.
This is Playmates too, right?
No, this is Playmates. This is their Millennium.
So
this was.
I don't know what that means.
You're bringing this hunk of trash. You should have made this a Kickstarter, because nobody buying this piece of shit. This is crap, and you call it a collector's line, and you take the Dragonzord and put that on a Kickstarter. Playmates is really playing around. This is fucked up bullshit to me. Who's gonna buy this junk? The Hasbro ones are better than this piece of shit. This is ridiculous at this point. And you want to put Dragonzord at a Kickstarter? I don't know what else to say. I'm dumbfounded for this bullshit right here. This is just a hunk of junk.
I am surprised none of you guys mentioned the amount of pins that are on these figures.
Oh, this shit looks like it was made at the time that it came out. This looks like shit looks like it was made in like 2001 or some shit.
I was
getting drunk, man. I wasn't watching this kid shit.
Oh no, you're right, Gibbs. It's 96 for
yeah, man. I was fucking 16 years old, dude. 96. So I was fucking.
They had the audacity to call this a collector's line. Oh God, Playmates, man.
I don't know. It was one of the.
You know what? And when you buy, when you're showing this shit off in a few months from now, I'm gonna remember this. Look at all my Dragonzords. Look.
I want my Dragonzord, but I don't want this fucking shit.
Look at all my. See, you were stuck in shit about the Dragonzord.
No, I'm mad because they're doing Kickstarter. I think they should put it to stores because I think everybody should get it.
Well,
this is a hunk of
shit. So our last buy or sell must have had Gibbs worried because he was watching Decepticast this week.
It didn't do no good.
Yeah.
I'm dumb,
So we
man.
we got some stuff from the Robots in Disguise. This is Yolopark. This is a lot of their con stuff. A lot of them are repaints.
Fire.
Go
you
ahead.
chalk some of this up to really good photography because whoever did the promo shots for this is a fucking ace. These things look fantastic. They did a really good promo shot. I know, Talib, you're not really that much into like clear translucent shit, are you? You don't seem to like it unless it's something that you really like. Gotta have. But from an outsider, these look cool. And just solely from that, from an outsider, these look cool. But they're not making a lot of these, right?
Yeah, these are limited. Like this Megatron's 1,000. That Optimus is 1,500.
That's what I don't like. If you wanted it, I guess you probably won't have a chance to buy it. So it's going to be a sell for me for the simple fact that they probably should make more of them. Not really that much into the designs, but I think these look really, really, really good.
I like the Nemesis Prime. That's my favorite out of that lineup, to be real. I think that's just a badass design. I'm going to speak for our dearly departed Sneaky on that first Optimus Prime, though. Like, the concerns of that thing yellowing, it's just going to look terrible in a few years. Like, it looks cool as, like, from an outsider, it does. But when you think about how, like, the thin plastic, like, turns over, very short amount of time, especially depending on where you're able to store it, because everybody else has a room that's free of sunlight. So, it's cool.
It's a limited run.
It's cool, but like I don't see it lasting long in like collections. Like it seems like something to be flipped. That Nemesis Prime though is my favorite. The rest I could take or leave. The Nemesis Prime though is cool as shit.
Plastic Boy Wonder, what are your thoughts on these exclusives?
I actually like all three of them. The Prime, I'm not too big on, but if you don't know, making that exclusive is brilliant. You're not going to get nobody really complain about that. And if you're a Transformer fan, clear plastic are usually exclusives. Usually most clear plastic are exclusive series. So a lot of people are going to buy the Optimus, and for some reason Transformer fans love the clear parts. So I think it's going to sell well. The Nemesis always usually do good, especially when it's limited. So those always sell out. The Megatron, with the younger generation, they love their Bayverse. So for me, I love Megatron. I actually want the Megatron out of all of them. So I think I think all three of these are going to do really well. I think they hit their target markets and who they're hitting. And the price point is usually really good with Yolopark. So I think they did a great job.
And it's 1980 collects Decepticast Monday nights.
Wow, look at this shield trying
Sponsored
to get
by Bombast B.
Look at you both. Wow.
I'm not above it.
How many of you guys are buying this stuff? Any of you?
Buying the Megatron.
Well, I don't normally collect Transformers, but like I said, the Nemesis Prime, if I was to buy something, would be my #1 on this list. Everything else.
And you know what? It is that time we do the poll, but let's get a caster super chat in here. Wait, Gibbs, why don't you read this one?
All these laid back MFers. What does it say? With Jordan on the court.
Without Jordan
sports
on the
ball.
court.
Shut up, sports ball talk. Yeah, we don't do sports ball. This is nerd shit. Take that sports ball.
Yeah, get out of here, Arnold
over on
Palmer.
3POA or whatever.
Khalil, thanks for the super chat. Let's see.
You're not gonna get nice.
I know you seen me on the video. True. I know you found me on the socials too. True. Now you finally here. I got your attention. Forget all the noise and the random opinions. We're talking bots, heroes, movies all week. Toy news dropping every day. You peak, no pressure. Just glad you're hanging around. Super chats and members keep this community strong.
I'd like to see Castor play basketball. I think it'd be fun.
I think he'd be a good point guard. Castor got some
reach.
I
Got my ass at it. I'm like,
yeah, I met him in person. He got some reach. He probably,
I dribble like this.
Whoa, that looks strange. Let's see. So let's get the points up, and let's I gotta set up the poll. It still has Sneaky on it. We don't want that. Let's see. Well, where we're at it, Plastic Boy Wonder, why should they vote for you?
What are the numbers?
Boy Wonder is gonna bring the heat coming next. Watch out. Vote for your boy Plastic. You want to have some fun, you want to see go crazy up in here, stick around and see what Plastic Boy is going to come out with next. Trust me. Woo! Plastic Boy Wonder style.
1 second. The poll should be up. The numbers? There's the numbers right there. You see them, Gibbs?
I see him. I didn't see him again. So, gotta give the people who they vote for. It's gonna be Plastic Boy Wonder anyway, so I don't even know why we're talking. Nah, you see, look, I already on the rip. I see it, and I just see the numbers. As soon as I'm saying something. Nah, chat knows what's up. We've had a fun tonight. And Caster, you're not gonna get this me version of it the next time. So don't you worry your pretty little head about it. But appreciate the show. Everybody's been fun tonight. I miss Sneaky because he's the nicest one. And these guys are mean, and they've been bullying me all night. And even chat's been bullying me. So vote for me because you guys love me, and I'm the people's voice now.
All right, you guys want to see? Hey, vote 3 for me. You want to see me and Gibbs or me and PBW kick each other in the ribs in the final round? You guys know what to do. We here for the win it. Get with it.
All right, let's see. I think the chat's voice has been heard. There's a tie. I want to let this go a little bit longer because there's two. Plastic Boy Wonder and Gibbs are getting the votes right now. Oh, there we go. It just bumped. It just bumped. Let's.
Hendo's over there. Look at the face he did it. Look at him. I like it, baby. Let's bring out the evil in everybody. I appreciate that. See how the head corrupts, man.
Let's all right, let's stop the poll. 2 more votes went in. And it looks like Plastic Boy Wonder at 45% is getting the chat boost. Right, and that gives him puts him ahead and Gibbs in the rear.
We should do a triple off like you guys did last week.
What?
That was fun, man. I don't ever get to do a triple like you guys had
The
the
chat
last.
has power.
Now it's Gibbs' time to talk shit into the chat. So
yeah, I like how he was advocating for a new format while he was leaving.
Right. Let's see. Next up it is that time, and it's time for the last take. Let's roll this. So tonight's last take, there has been a lot of Hasbro talk. So that's why I kind of decided to do this as the last take. We've seen their fumbles in gaming. We've seen all these gaming licenses. They're picking up more and more licenses. We kind of thought when Chris Cox was coming in like this, like it was doom and gloom for our action brands, our toys. Plastic Boy Wonder, start us off. What is your thoughts on what's going on with Hasbro and how should we worry?
I think with Hasbro, with the licenses, you don't have to really worry too much. The good thing about this, Nintendo, with their property, they're not going to let Hasbro fuck up their property and come out with some hot garbage. So it's keeping them on tippy toes. And if you see the figures, a lot of people are like, oh, wow, you actually did a really good job. We seen with Lara Croft. Wow, it actually looks good. A lot of people are looking at it. So Hasbro, when it comes to licensing, everybody knows they're not going to fuck it up. Especially the people who are licensing them out to, they know they'll lose the license after that. So this is actually a good thing for Hasbro. Keeps them on their tippy toes.
Hasbro knows they fucked up in-house. They really do. They know they fucked up their in-house IP, so now they're branching out. They're doing what they can. They've tried to do everything but be a toy company the last 10 years, and it's blown up in their face, and they're realizing they need to go back to being a goddamn toy company. They're seeing what NECA has been able to pull off with getting licenses and stuff as a whole business model, so they're going with it. I grew up near Hasbro. Like I used to fucking go by their buildings all the time when I was a kid. So I feel kind of close to this. I just feel like they gave up on themselves and now they're trying to get what everybody else has been, their passion projects,
And the good thing about this, once again, it's the tippy toe thing. I think Hasbro needs to be on their heels. And when they're on their heels, they're going to do better. They're going to do a way better job. They're going to make better product. And so far as we're seeing right now, they're making a better product. So this is a win for everybody, I think.
I think they're just making more product. I haven't seen much improvement in Hasbro over the last several years. Like, I've seen them improve on their catalog size, but I haven't.
The figures
really
look great
seen
though.
them
You can't knock the figures. Don't look great.
So
they look
I got
alright.
I got a question for Plastic Boy Wonder. So a few years back, Hasbro had the Power Rangers license. One of the big things in Power Rangers is transforming mechanized vehicles, and they're the company that makes Transformers, and they couldn't get this Zord Ascension project off and running. What do you think caused those issues, and do you think it was good for them to move on from that stuff and to send it to Playmates?
We also have to take into mind that Power Rangers, they own it. It's their branding. So if they fuck up and rush and do something fast, it's not a big deal. It's like, oh well, we own this shit. We can do whatever the fuck we want with it. When it comes to these newer products, they don't own it. So if they fuck up, that's done. That's it. Money off the table. They're going to give it to somebody else to do it. So there's a little more leverage in this situation with the Power Rangers. They're just trying to push product because they spent so much money. So they have to rush and just push stuff product out. And this is a totally different aspect. They don't have to rush and push things out. They have to prove themselves to put good product to keep the license, or they'll lose it. With Power Rangers, they can do what the fuck they want. If they fuck up, there's no harm, no done because they own it.
So, question for you? No, rebut.
Well, no, I was gonna say like they basically used like their B team for the Power Ranger line. Anyways, it wasn't like they were using the Transformer guys.
John Warden
over there.
It was a rush though. It was rushed. They rushed to put product.
They rushed that shit out. Like I own some of the Power Ranger line. Like I bought a few of those figures. Like that was the most rushed line ever. Like they may have had some good names on it, but they weren't given like the time and love like the guys in the Transformers.
Well, I mentioned Warden, but I think that just shows how bad he was because Hasbro kicked him to the curb. Now Loyal Subjects has kicked him to the curb, so maybe he wasn't the best thing for Power Rangers.
No, he wasn't.
I'm making points.
And the key point here's a key point: they don't have Takara helping them.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
If you don't have Takara helping you, you guys are ass.
Well,
right?
they didn't even have Takara helping them in the past. They were just licensing out Takara's designs. Like,
no, but a lot of the designs of Transformers are from Takara.
Yeah, I know, and that wasn't necessarily Takara helping them. That was just Takara making some good stuff in Japan, and Hasbro being like, "Can we sell that in the States?"
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, Power Rangers doesn't have that. They don't have that help.
Right. A question for you, Hendo. Starting with you. Hasbro has two big brands that are in-house brands in Joe and Transformers, and it just seems like they always get the short end of the stick when it comes to development or even media. You think that's a good thing, or do you think Hasbro should pump more resources into their home brands?
Well, I think it's a little bit unbalanced, to be first, because Transformers gets way more love in media and tie-ins and licensing than G.I. Joe has gotten in the last 30 years. That is a given. Transformers has gotten way more love. They got major movie franchises. They've gotten new comic books. They've gotten new cartoons, infinitum. So G.I. Joe is definitely the redhead stepchild, I feel like. You know, I feel like they put a lot of their eggs in the basket of Transformers, you know, because if you go look from 2002 to now, look how many different cartoons there have been alone. Let alone, like, IDW's whole run, the new run with the Energon. They treated Transformers as good as they should have treated Joe, because they have two flagships. They have two in-house flagships, and that is Joe and Transformers, and they focus too much on Transformers. They let Joe go by the wayside. So I think they kind of, you know, they kind of did the classic parent trope with twins. They picked a favorite, you know, and they let them know.
But you also got to look at it this way. You have to understand something. G.I. Joe is, once again, is the real American hero. Transformer is the real world hero. Because Transformers hit hard in Asia. Asia loves their robots. They push out robots like crazy. So that's why they put more love into Transformers, because they can get a wider audience. And what that means, more ching-ching, more that big dollar signs.
Well, until they let the Action Force copyright, like they actually did have a global version of G.I. Joe. That was good. They just didn't put money into it.
But not as big as Transformers, though. Transformers
it
worldwide.
actually was. Action Man and Action Force from Palatoy was pretty huge. Hasbro dropped
in the UK,
ball when they
not in
absorbed
Asia.
them.
It wasn't huge in Asia.
Well, Asia's not the only market either.
But but you're looking at UK and America.
I'm looking at South America. I'm looking at North America. I'm looking at Europe. I'm looking at Northern Asia.
Transformers is all of Asia, all of North America, and the UK.
Well, they didn't have the
you're
population
getting a
boom
worldwide
like they do
audience
now,
of
like that.
Transformers.
Like the numbers were a lot
versus
more balanced.
Just a little pigeonhole America, a little pigeonhole, a little bit in Canada, and a little bit in UK, and maybe little dots over here and there.
Yeah, but that wasn't the case until
Transformers
the 2000s.
is huge.
Like the consumer culture wasn't that massive in Asia until like the late 90s.
No, Transformers have been hitting for a long time. If you look at the numbers, statistics of Transformers versus G.I. Joe, Transformers is busting by far overall.
Yeah, because they put more love in it in the recent
It's not about put more love. That's
we're
what
going back to like the
market's
80s
like out
and
there.
90s and the 70s. Joe used to outsell.
It's like Captain America. You put Captain America in Asia, it's not selling compared to Iron Man. They just love their robots. They love their mechanical robots.
Like I said, Asia's
Iron Man
one
is
of 5
busting out over there.
markets.
It's just like Transformers.
If
Transformers is busting the Asian market.
Determine the global market. There were 5 other markets, and they were doing great with both of them in equal measure.
But you're comparing G.I. Joe to Transformers. Are you crazy? You must be crazy.
Well,
there's 2 different markets.
Crazy?
Transformers is such a big. You cannot take G.I. Joe and say that's why G.I. Joe struggles.
Both massive.
You put a higher.
Go back to the 80s. Look at the stats at the 80s.
If you put G.I. Joe at a $300 price point, nobody's buying it. You put Transformer at a $300 price point, people are still buying it.
Yeah, and that has to do with how the IP's been treated because G.I. Joe hasn't gotten shit. Well, Transformer got all the love. That's why Transformers are worth $300 to $400 because they've actually invested in the line to make it worth it.
They don't like G.I. Joe in the Asian market.
You got to remember
it's not the only market.
Oh my lord, bro! We're talking about the world here. You're talking about little.
And you're talking about Asia.
I'm talking. How big is Asia?
We're talking about the world, and you're only talking about Asia. Every time I bring up another continent, which we have 5 of them, I brought up South America, I brought up Europe, I brought up Northern Asia. You keep going to China, Japan, and all that, which they didn't even have a major consumer culture until the late 90s, early 2000s when they had massive.
All right, let's clean this up a little bit. Let me talk. You know what? To prove part of House Hendo's point. Don't forget about India had Fun School. So Joe was elsewhere. They were in the Asian markets. Takara had their own Joe line. Even in China had their own Joe line. So Joe was around.
No, I'm not saying it wasn't, but I'm saying
and Asia didn't become a major consumer market till the late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah.
That's
I'm not disagreeing with you on that point. I'm saying the where they were at the level, who was bigger. Transformers are always higher. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying they haven't done it or they're not doing it, but I'm saying there's a bigger market. That's all I'm saying. Bigger market.
And I'm saying that's due to investment by its parent company. The parent company invested more in Transformers over the year into its media, into its promotion than they ever did in Joe.
But why do you think that? Because it's going to sell more. That's why. You invest with them, know what's going to bring you the money, not what's not going to bring you the money.
All right. Well, let's bring in the last question.
And it's more of a political decision instead of a money decision because Joe was making money hand over fist.
Let's bring the last question, and then let's move on from this and crown a winner. So, do you guys think with all these licenses they've picked up, some of them they've let other companies take over, do you think this will benefit collectors as a whole? House, lead us off.
Listen, more toys is more toys at the end of the day. You know, the more stuff we have to collect and more variety is a good thing. Quality of the product is to be seen, you know, because Hasbro could just be buying up licenses and be using old bucks. You know, they could use the Vulcan buck on half of one of these license lines and piss us all off. You know, they still have room to fuck up. But at the end of the day, for us as collectors, it's better to have more shit than less shit because it gives us variety, it gives us options to choose from. So I like that they're going to be making more stuff. Zelda has been one of those things where it's like Figma, Bandai, high price point. That example, you know, they're bringing in something that's more affordable in case you just want to fill something out and then just get the Figma as the centerpiece. You know, you
what do you think?
Side characters.
What do you think, Plastic Boy Wonder? All these moves that they're making, does it benefit the collector at all?
Generally, I love it. I love it, and I love the people they're going after. They're going after Nintendo product. Nintendo does not play around. I actually think I like Hasbro at this point with this type of stuff keeps them on their heels, keeps them on their tippy toes. I think when they're messing with people like Nintendo's not going to let them put out a bad product. So Hasbro is going to come out strong, give good quality product, and we can see it. Look at the Zelda. I don't hear a lot of people complaining about it. Look at the Lara Croft. I don't hear a lot of people complaining about it. The only one I see people are complaining about it, it was the Action Man. But I'm hearing it in the UK, people are loving that. So I think all around, Hasbro, clapping to them. Good job, because they're actually putting some love into their product, and the companies are holding them accountable.
All right. Well, let's put this to the vote. Chat. 1 for Plastic Boy Wonder, 2 for House Endo. Let your voices be heard. House.
Well, come on. You guys are not going to let, the guy who works with the Puerto Rican Eric Bischoff win this again, are you? We all know he stole that belt from Dixie. Don't let Vince Russo write this ending again, guys. You can't let him do it. We got to go Hendo all the way.
Plastic Boy Wonder, what do you got?
You got to work for your Plastic Boy, because what? Plastic Boy is here! I got the touch, baby! Plastic Boy Wonder.
You heard that first, people. He killed Optimus Prime. He killed Optimus Prime. Don't vote for him.
Wait, is this why you wanted me to download this?
Now, light our darkest hour.
He's Rodimus Boy Wonder. Avenge Optimus.
Jesus Christ.
So fun, boy. It's having fun. Having fun. That's what the show's about. We like to have fun.
You got all the props, man. Gibbs, the heel Gibbs is saying Plastic Boy Wonder is the villain.
It happens. It happens. He is a heel. You know that era.
Yeah, I'm surprised he was able to open up the matrix of leadership with coming in as. I think he's muted. I can't hear anything he's saying.
You can't hear me? I'm here.
Yep. Somebody has something to say about you.
Is that me? Or is that
No, that's directed towards Plastic Boy Wonder.
What? Hey. It's about having
don't
fun.
support that mental illness. We need to get him help, guys.
All right, let's end the poll. It's 71%. Plastic Boy Wonder gets the 5 bonus points. And Hendo is always the bridesmaid, never the bride. And with back-to-back wins, our champion. Any last words before you're eliminated?
Fuck you guys, I'm going.
The chat has power.
Plastic Boy Wonder, you're a winner. What do you got to say for yourself?
I just want to say, I'm happy, man. I do for y'all people, man. Much as like some hate I get, your boy PBW is here for y'all, man. I come looking like this, making a mockery and fool of myself, just for the love for the people, man. I love the fans. MW for life. For the people. Love y'all. You know what Plastic does.
Welcome back, everybody.
This is some bullshit.
I'm writing a mean comment.
Hendo got robbed. This is some bullshit. The floating cock of doom.
Thank you, Hey, for coming into my defense.
Oh, that's who that is.
My bad. My freaking cat's were acting up.
I think Johnny Cock is selling your win, Plastic Boy Wonder.
Hey, man. I don't know why, man. Johnny Cock is Canadian. He has so much hate for me, man. What the fuck is going on?
It don't matter where you're from, baby. It's matter who you is.
Well, I got 2 weeks left.
Champ's here, baby. Champ is here.
Don't worry, chat. I still got 2 weeks left to turn this franchise around.
Right.
You're
All I
gonna
gotta
do
say
it,
is,
Linda.
chat, you're gonna make me go heel, man. I saw some of you guys vote for me the first time, and then all of a sudden you didn't vote for me on the tiebreaker. Oh, that's some heel moves right there. Like, what is going on there?
He's gonna be turned into the "shut up, bitch."
Sneaky time to come back, bro.
Yeah.
Time to come back.
Yeah. There might be a heel swerve coming up soon.
There it is.
I have to go corporate champ on this.
Ooh.
Oh, like you
That'd be
weren't
tough.
already. We know you work for the back
That'd be
office.
tough.
Sneaky.
Yo, could you guys hear that when I opened up the Matrix?
No.
You can barely hear it.
Yeah, it looked awesome.
No, it actually sings the song too.
Yeah. Did you hear what I played?
It's always
I
next
heard
week,
it, but
Chad.
it was like
You guys
the timing
always
was
say
off.
that.
But it was good though.
With the
Well,
props.
I mean,
look at you with the props.
Hey man, I'm here to have fun, man. Fun with the fellas. Come on, look at me, man. I'm having fun, man.
and a reminder to all the members,
can't
we
say
we are doing a members only after this. It'll start immediately after it, so we're just going to give you a little taste of the after party, but then we'll be doing the after show. And I appreciate all the members.
Good job tonight, guys.
Yes, it was
Good job.
fun.
Yeah, it's like all this
Plastic
stuff.
Boy Wonder, he sucks.
All this stuff is hitting at
Appreciate
SDCC.
Thanks for taking out Sneaky early.
That's right.
Oh, and we got Sneaky.
They
Sneaky
didn't want to
figures.
see they didn't want to see a rematch.
I know.
I didn't see who this went to because I don't
Travis
have the feed pulled up.
P80. Travis.
Oh,
Travis.
nice.
Hell yeah.
Congrats, Travis.
Travis is cool as shit.
Thanks,
cool dude.
Thank you for the members, the member chat, gifted member chat. Let's play assets. Let's do.
Say hi, Daddy. Say hi, Daddy. Hi, Daddy.
Whose goddamn white baby is that?
This is your baby, okay? He's just light-skinned. Mm-hmm.
That one might be mine. That one right there. I'm not totally sure. Just because you name him Darren don't mean he belonged to Darren. But I don't care what this baby's name is. This baby is rice-skinned, but not light-skinned. That is a white child. That is Caucasian from the mountains of Caucasus.
I'll take that off. You didn't press it. Hey, can I give a shout out quick?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I was gonna give a shout out to my boy out there at Suda Hoover for actually staying up. I know it's his bedtime, but he actually came out for the brother. I appreciate you, my dog.
But then look what he said in the chat.
Oh shit!
He's
Oh, you traitor! You traitor!
Beat him with the bamboo stick.
Cold-blooded.
Traitor! I'll try to show this man some love. You just
See, you Canadians are mean to you. Canadians are mean to each other.
man.
You think we're bad? You guys are awful.
I'm fucking Hollywood. I'm the one motherfucking Bollywood. I'm the one supposed to be turning on motherfuckers right now.
Damn.
Like, what the fuck is going on?
Heel turn.
See, he gets a win, and it goes to his head.
Hey, still the motherfucking champ. Watch your mouth.
I think the do-rag's tied on.
I'm sorry, you're right.
Well,
I love you boys. I love you boys. I'm having fun. I love you boys.
guys, I did put the members only link in the private chat, and I think it's that time to move over to members only. And like I said, channel members always following immediately after. Well, actually, we go live on the members only. So please, I mean, you can be a member. You don't have to be. I appreciate all the members, but we're heading over to the other show. Take care.
You gotta be a member.